compact electric SUV segment in America right now is more competitive than it has ever been. Brand new models hitting dealerships every few months, major awards being handed out left and right, prices that finally make sense for everyday buyers. And honestly, some of these cars are so good, they make brand new gas SUVs look completely outdated. Today on Nick's Car Review, I am counting down the top 10 best compact electric SUVs you can buy right now in America. Real specs, real pricing, all updated 2026 information. Let's get into it. Kicking off the list at number 10 is one that does not always get the spotlight in this segment, but absolutely deserves a mention. The Volvo EX40. This is Volvo's smaller all-electric SUV, and it brings everything you expect from the brand into a tidy, compact package that competes directly with the more established names in this space. The EX40 delivers up to 293 miles of EPA estimated range on the rear-wheel drive version, which is a solid number for a vehicle in this size class. Power comes in strong, with 248 horsepower in the base configuration, giving it surprisingly quick acceleration around town and confident highway merging when you need it. The interior is genuinely premium, with high-quality materials, comfortable seats that are perfect for long drives, and Volvo's signature minimalist Scandinavian design that has been refined for years and still feels fresh today. What really separates the EX40 from competitors in this segment is the safety story. Volvo continues to lead the entire automotive industry in standard safety features and crash protection. The EX40 comes loaded with advanced driver assistance technology, including automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assistance, blind spot monitoring, and Volvo's proprietary Pilot Assist for highway driving. For families specifically, that level of standard safety equipment is genuinely hard to put a price on. Where the EX40 ranks at number 10 rather than higher on this list comes down to the value equation. At over $54,000 to start, it is one of the more expensive options we are covering today. And while everything you get is high quality, the range and overall feature set do lag behind some less expensive rivals coming up on this list. For Volvo loyalists or buyers who specifically want a smaller, more European-feeling premium electric SUV with class-leading safety credentials, the EX40 is a strong choice that delivers on what it promises. For maximum value per dollar, there are better options ahead. Number 9 is the car that made one of the biggest comeback stories in the entire electric SUV segment for 2026, the Subaru Solterra. The previous generation Solterra had a tough time competing in this space because of limited range, slow charging speeds, and a few other quirks that held it back from being a serious contender. But the refreshed 2026 Solterra fixed nearly every major complaint people had with the original, and the result is genuinely impressive. The range story is the headline. The 2026 Solterra now delivers up to 288 miles of EPA estimated range, a roughly 25% improvement from the previous generation for essentially the same starting price. Peak charging speed also jumped from 100 kilowatts up to 150 kilowatts, meaning meaningfully faster stops on road trips. Battery technology and thermal management have both been upgraded, delivering more consistent performance in different weather conditions, including cold winter mornings. What truly sets the Solterra apart from everything else in this segment is the Subaru ownership experience. Genuine off-road capability that most electric SUVs cannot match. Standard all-wheel drive on every single trim across the lineup, which is something most competitors charge extra for. Confident all-weather performance for buyers living in snowbelt states or anywhere with real winters. And the proven reliability reputation that Subaru has built over decades of putting cars on American roads in the toughest possible conditions. The interior is comfortable and smartly designed, with a distinctive digital gauge cluster mounted high up near the windshield, rather than behind the steering wheel. An unusual layout that takes a few minutes to get used to, but ends up feeling intuitive. The cargo space is genuinely usable for family duties and weekend gear hauling. The trade-off is that the Solterra is not the fastest or the most technologically advanced vehicle on this list. Charging speed is meaningfully improved, but still not class-leading by 2026 standards. And the infotainment system is functional and easy to use, but not as flashy as some competitors. For a buyer who specifically wants standard all-wheel drive and the Subaru badge with everything that brings the Solterra at just under $40,000 is a genuinely compelling option for 2026. Number 8 is the newest entry from one of America's most iconic luxury brands, the Cadillac Optiq. This is Cadillac's compact luxury electric SUV, and it represents the brand pushing seriously into the luxury electric segment with a more accessible price point compared to the larger Lyriq. The Optiq is designed specifically for buyers who want the Cadillac badge and the Cadillac luxury experience, but in a smaller, more nimble package suited for everyday city and suburban driving. The Optiq delivers around 300 miles of EPA estimated range from its 85 kilowatt-hour battery pack with 300 horsepower coming from a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup that comes standard on every trim. 0 to 60 arrives in about 5.9 seconds, which is genuinely quick for this segment. Charging is handled through a peak speed of 150 kilowatts, getting the battery from 10 to 80% in around 25 minutes on a fast charger. Inside, the Optiq feels every bit like a proper Cadillac. The interior uses high-quality materials with attention to detail you do not always find at this price point. The dashboard features a massive 33-inch curved display that handles both the driver information and the infotainment system in one continuous visual experience. The seats are comfortable, the cabin is quiet, and the overall fit and finish punches well above the entry luxury price point. Cadillac also includes Super Cruise as available equipment on the Optiq GM's hands-free highway driving system that lets you take your hands off the wheel for long stretches of mapped highways. For someone who does regular long highway commutes, Super Cruise alone justifies a meaningful portion of the price premium. The downside is the range falls a bit short compared to competitors, and the lack of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto since GM uses their own Google built-in system instead. For a compact, luxury electric SUV with strong performance, premium materials, and the Cadillac heritage, the Optiq earns its spot at number 8. Number 7 is the European entry that competes seriously on space, comfort, and overall refinement, the Volkswagen ID.4. This is one of the most well-rounded, compact electric SUVs you can buy today, and it consistently earns strong reviews from owners who actually live with these cars day after day for months and years. The ID.4 delivers up to 291 miles of EPA estimated range on the rear-wheel drive version and around 255 miles on the all-wheel drive variant. Peak charging speed comes in at 170 kilowatts, which is meaningfully faster than many competitors. And as of 2025, the ID.4 now comes with a NACS adapter included from Volkswagen, giving owners direct access to Tesla's supercharger network across the entire country. What really separates the ID.4 from competitors in this segment is the interior space. The rear seat is genuinely generous in a way that most compact SUVs simply cannot match. Adults fit comfortably in the back row without anyone feeling cramped on longer drives. The ride quality is composed and refined with that distinctively European tuning that Volkswagen has dialed in over generations. And the build quality holds up well over time, which matters enormously for buyers planning to keep their vehicle for years. The ID.4 is not the most exciting car in this segment to drive. The handling is competent but not particularly sporty. The acceleration is adequate but not class-leading. The infotainment system has improved significantly with software updates, but still does not match the polish of some competitors. What the ID.4 does extraordinarily well is everyday livability, being a comfortable, spacious, quiet, well-built electric SUV that just works for years without drama. For families who want German engineering and proven everyday reliability in their electric SUV, the ID.4 deserves serious consideration. Number 6 is the comeback story of the entire 2026 EV market and absolutely earns its spot on this list, the Toyota BZ. The first generation BZ4X had a rough start with mediocre range and slow charging, but the refreshed 2026 model is a completely different vehicle that has been turning heads and crushing sales charts. The headline change for 2026 is the range jump up to 314 miles, a massive improvement from the previous generation. Charging speed has been bumped up substantially too, with the BZ now supporting 150 kilowatt DC fast charging that gets the battery from 10 to 80% in around 30 minutes. The interior has been completely refreshed with cleaner technology, better materials, and an overall more premium feel than what Toyota delivered before. What Toyota brings to this segment beyond just the spec improvements is something that matters deeply to buyers' trust. Toyota has one of the strongest reliability track records of any automotive brand in history, and that reputation carries massive weight when families are making a major purchase decision. The Toyota BZ also benefits from Toyota's aggressive incentive spending right now, with up to $7,000 in factory discounts available, plus 0% APR financing on many configurations, making the effective transaction price one of the most competitive in the entire segment. The BZ is not flashy. It does not try to be the fastest or the most luxurious or the most technologically advanced. What it tries to be is the most reliable, most dependable, most worry-free electric SUV experience available. And after the 2026 refresh, it absolutely delivers on that promise. For buyers who want Toyota reliability with modern range and charging, the BZ is finally the car they have been waiting for. Number 5 is the car that introduced America to the idea that a Mustang did not have to be a gas-powered sports car. The Ford Mustang Mach-E. And after several years on the market with continuous improvements through software updates and option refinements, the Mach-E in 2026 is genuinely one of the most well-rounded compact electric SUVs on sale today. The Mach-E lineup is broad, with multiple configurations and battery options. The base Select rear-wheel drive starts at just under $40,000 and delivers around 260 miles of EPA estimated range. Step up to the extended range version, and you can push past 320 miles on a single charge. The GT Performance variant brings nearly 500 horsepower for buyers who want the full Mustang experience with electric power delivery instead of a gas V8. What the Mach-E does particularly well is combine practicality with personality. The exterior styling is genuinely sporty and turns heads in a way that not every electric SUV manages. The interior is spacious and well laid out, with a massive 15.5-inch portrait orientation touchscreen anchoring the dashboard. The frunk under the hood is one of the most useful in the segment. It comes with a built-in drain plug, so you can actually use it as a cooler for tailgating, which is a small detail that owners genuinely love. Ford has also made the Mach-E significantly better to live with over the years through over-the-air software updates. The early Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving system has matured into a genuinely useful feature. NACS adapter access to Tesla superchargers is now standard, and the overall ownership experience has improved with each model year. The Mach-E sales have been struggling in 2026 because Ford does not have a replacement platform ready yet, but the product itself remains genuinely competitive and worthy of strong consideration. Number 4 is the corporate cousin to the Hyundai Ioniq 5 that brings its own distinct personality to the segment, the Kia EV6. While the Ioniq 5 leans into retro-futuristic styling and a more upright body, the EV6 takes a sportier, sleeker approach that appeals to buyers who want their electric SUV to look and feel a little more athletic than the average crossover. The EV6 delivers up to 310 miles of EPA estimated range on the rear-wheel drive long-range version. Performance is genuinely strong, with the GT trim hitting 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds, making it one of the quickest cars in this segment, regardless of price. The 800-volt charging architecture is the real headliner, though at peak speed, the EV6 can charge from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes on a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger. Inside, the EV6 takes a more driver-focused approach than its Hyundai sibling. The dashboard features dual 12.3-inch curved displays that wrap toward the driver, creating a more performance car-feeling cockpit. The seats are firm and supportive, with strong bolstering for spirited driving. The overall vibe is sleeker and more enthusiast-oriented compared to the more lounge like Ioniq 5. What you give up in exchange for the EV6's sporty character is interior space. The lower roofline means rear seat headroom is more limited than in some competitors. Cargo space is also marginally less than the Ioniq 5. The infotainment system is the same eGMP platform shared with Hyundai, which works well and offers strong feature content. For buyers who want the same world-class charging technology and reliability of the Ioniq 5, but in a sleeker, more sports car-like package, the EV6 is the right choice. Number 3 is the car that has been turning the entire affordable electric SUV segment upside down for over a year now, the Chevrolet Equinox EV. And the numbers behind this car explain exactly why it consistently shows up at the top of value rankings in this space. The Equinox EV delivers an EPA estimated 319 miles of range on the front-wheel drive version, the longest range of any compact electric SUV at this price point. The interior features a massive 17.7-inch touchscreen, one of the largest infotainment displays at any price in the entire automotive market right now. Build quality is genuinely strong, and the overall package feels more expensive than the starting price suggests. But the real story with the Equinox EV is what you can actually pay for, one in 2026. GM has been heavily incentivizing this vehicle with up to $10,000 in current incentives available depending on configuration and location. Some buyers have been driving home in brand new Equinox EVs for around $25,000 after all the discounts stack up. At that price, for a brand new electric SUV with 319 miles of range, the value equation becomes almost impossible to argue with. Super Cruise hands-free driving is available on higher trims. The exterior styling is familiar without being boring. The cabin is comfortable and spacious for 5 passengers with genuinely useful cargo space. The only meaningful downsides are no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Chevy uses Google built-in instead, and charging speeds that are good but not class-leading at 150 kilowatts peak. For value, above almost everything else in this segment, the Equinox EV is the answer. Number 2 is the car that just won one of the most prestigious awards in the entire compact electric SUV segment, the Genesis GV60. In April 2026, the GV60 was named Best Compact Electric SUV by US News & World Report for the very first time, a major recognition that confirms what Genesis fans have been saying for a while now. This is one of the most genuinely complete luxury electric SUVs you can buy in America today. The 2026 GV60 received meaningful upgrades that pushed it into award-winning territory. The battery has been bumped up to a larger 84 kilowatt-hour pack, delivering an EPA estimated range of up to 306 miles. The 800-volt charging architecture remains the headline charging technology. In this segment, the GV60 can charge from 10 to 80% in approximately 18 minutes on a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger. That charging speed is genuinely class-leading at any price point in this segment, and it transforms the road trip experience compared to slower charging competitors. The GV60 also features a brand new native NACS port for 2026, giving owners direct access to Tesla's supercharger network without needing an adapter. Inside the cabin, Genesis has upgraded the experience with a new 27-inch OLED instrument cluster and navigation display, offering customizable split-screen views that look genuinely stunning in person. Available active noise control uses inverted sound waves to counter road noise, making the cabin one of the quietest in the entire segment. The interior materials and overall design feel every bit as premium as competitors costing $20,000 more. The exclusive crystal sphere feature rotates to reveal the shift dial when you start the car, and adds both visual elegance and functional feedback through ambient lighting. Available electronically controlled suspension with road preview automatically adjusts the suspension to minimize impact from potholes and speed bumps before they happen. For buyers who want a genuinely luxury electric SUV experience with all the latest technology and class-leading charging, the GV60 has earned its number 2 spot through years of refinement that culminated in major industry recognition. And here we are, number 1. And for the 3rd consecutive year in a row, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 has been named Best Compact Electric SUV by US News & World Report. 3 years in a row. In a segment that has gotten more competitive every single year, with new entries from major automakers around the world, That kind of sustained excellence at the top of any award category is genuinely rare, and it tells you everything you need to know about how complete this car is. The Ioniq 5 has been the consensus pick for the best compact electric SUV in America since it first launched, and the 2026 model continues that tradition through significant updates that make it better than ever. Hyundai slashed pricing across the entire 2026 Ioniq 5 lineup by up to $9,800 compared to the previous model year. The starting price is now $35,000, even putting it in direct competition with vehicles that have fewer features and shorter range. Range across the lineup is competitive across the board. The standard range SE version delivers 245 miles. The long-range rear-wheel drive versions push up to 318 miles. The Ioniq 5 also shares the same 800-volt charging architecture as the Genesis GV60, meaning 10 to 80% in around 18 minutes on a fast charger. Native NACS port for Tesla Supercharger acts as standard on all 2026 models. What truly makes the Ioniq 5 the #1 choice is the complete package. The interior features a flat floor design that creates a genuinely spacious cabin, feeling larger than the exterior suggests. The sliding center console is one of the most practical interior features of any vehicle in the entire automotive market. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, which is something competitors like the Chevy Equinox EV and Cadillac Optiq simply do not offer. Vehicle-to-load capability lets you power devices and appliances directly from the car battery. The Ioniq 5 also offers something most competitors do, not the choice between standard models, the off-road focused XRT trim, and the high-performance Ioniq 5N with 640 horsepower. That kind of lineup flexibility means there is an Ioniq 5 for nearly every type of buyer in this segment. The compact electric SUV segment in 2026 is genuinely the strongest it has ever been. The Volvo EX40 brings class-leading safety. The Subaru Solterra delivers standard all-wheel drive. The Cadillac Optiq adds luxury and super cruise. The Volkswagen ID.4 nails everyday livability. The Toyota BZ brings legendary reliability. The Ford Mustang Mach-E offers personality and performance. The Kia EV6 takes the sportier approach. The Chevrolet Equinox EV delivers unmatched value. The Genesis GV60 brings award-winning luxury. And the Hyundai Ioniq 5 sits at #1 as the most complete and well-rounded option in the entire segment. Whatever your priorities, value, luxury, range, performance, reliability, or charging speed, there is a compact electric SUV on this list built specifically for you. The market has never offered this much choice or this much value to buyers ready to make the switch to electric. I am Nick, this has been Nick's Car Review, and I will see you in the next one.